a lot of cancellation has taken place because they were during this March. Yeah, this is the period when they bookings take place.
But you see, bookings can again take place.
Let me tell you, it's not that Kashmiris want violence. Violence is being forced on Kashmiris.
By whom?
If you remove, I don't know who forced.
You can't say, then how can I say?
No, see, 2000.
Who was forcing the violence? Please listen to me.
It was okay when before Afzal Guru.
No, please. We are not debating the right or wrong of the execution of the death sentence. There was a Supreme Court judgment. There was a sentence of death. There was a mercy petition. It has been decided, and the decision was taken. Now, if you say that following that there is a rise in violence, I would like to ask you most respectfully, who is the cause of this violence? If you have got Fidains entering J&K and launching a Fidain attack, can you close your eyes to that? That violence is caused by infiltrators and Fidains. The people of Jammu and Kashmir are the ultimate sufferers by violence. Therefore, it is for the people of Jammu and Kashmir to shun anyone who promotes violence, either in speech or in action, and assert that it is peace, order, and a sense of security that can bring development to Jammu and Kashmir. And I'm sure, from my interaction, I'm sure that the overwhelming majority of the people of J&K, even though they may have political aspirations, which are a separate issue, even they believe that it is peace and a sense of security that can bring some improvement in their lives. I've seen that. The all-party meeting saw that. The interlocutors saw that. And the youth responded in large numbers to that kind of a call. And I sincerely hope that in the month of April and May, we will restore the sense of security that the people of J&K want.
With that, friends, I think we'll have to come to the end of this session.
Okay, last question.
Okay, the last question.
मैं ये जानना चाहता हूं, राजीव गांधी ने कुछ साल पहले कहा था कि केंद्र से जाने वाला 1 रुपया अंत तक वो 15 पैसे रह जाता है। आज की स्थिति में हम क्या कहने की स्थिति में कि आज कितना पैसा लोगों तक पहुंच रहा है? और दूसरा सवाल मेरा ये है।
You said you wanted one question. Okay. Now this will depend upon different schemes. Now if you look at education loan, I think 100% reaches the beneficiary. If you look at Manrega, the experience is different from state to state, but my broad impression is under Manrega, now that we have said it must go through a bank account or a post office account and computerization in many states, I think about 80% or 85% of the Manrega wages reach the worker. For example, in Tamil Nadu, whatever Manrega wages, not one pi can be stolen by anybody. But the system is such that the workers themselves will demand, give me my correct wage. I agree that in the PDS there is a leakage. In the public distribution system there is a leakage. Now in the subsidized LPG cylinder, when we switch over to the DBT, there will be no leakage. There will be 100% the subsidy will go because the subsidized cylinder will be given. So I think this varies from scheme to scheme. I cannot arrive at an average, but I think it's much higher than what it was 20 years ago. I think the proportion of benefit that reaches the beneficiary is much, much higher than the 15% that Sri Rajiv Gandhi spoke about. But when we introduce the Aapka Paise Aapke Haath scheme, the DBT scheme, you will find that 95% of all leakages, corruption and inefficiency is plugged because the money will go to a bank account which can be operated only by the beneficiary. So that is why it is important to spread the message of the DBT. It has started slowly, I concede that, because teething trouble, all the initial troubles have to be cleaned up. It has started slowly, but when it gathers pace, when it goes across the country, when more schemes are brought under it, you will find the enormous benefits that will get to the people. Today I know the the scheduled caste student, the scheduled tribe student who gets the scholarship on the first of a month, the smile on his or her face makes the difference. And therefore, we must spread this DBT throughout the country and bring more schemes under the DBT. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Have a good day.
I'd like to thank the Honourable Minister, Finance Secretary and Information and Broadcasting Secretary for being with us today. Thank you all.
Thank you so much. And with that, we come to the end of the inaugural session of the National Editors Conference. We are breaking for